Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here with another discussion. Today I'm going to talk with you guys about video game beta testing, or what tends to be the case more so nowadays, marketing for games and a way to build hype. Now this is coming off of a lot of angst that's seemingly been going on in the subreddit for Hearthstone, and I'd imagine on the official forums for Hearthstone as well. Hearthstone is, as I'm sure you already know, following this channel, it's the upcoming collectible digital card game from Blizzard, and there's a lot of people really excited about it. It's actually really insane to see just how overwhelming viewership has been for Hearthstone on Twitch in particular, and even videos. I mean, my Hearthstone videos have been faring very well in terms of viewership compared to average videos that I put up. It's pretty nuts, and honestly, I'm more than happy about it because I love trading card games, and I think what Blizzard has put together here in Hearthstone is pretty awesome. But on the other side of that, we've got all this excitement, but with the excitement is also starting to come a lot of rage and anxiety from people who want to play the game but have been unable to do so. Specifically, I've been seeing lots of complaints about the beta giveaway, the key giveaway that Blizzard has been doing for the Hearthstone beta. So I wanted to take a moment to just sort of talk about betas, what they mean nowadays compared to what they meant in the past when it came to video games, and then also talk about how Blizzard is handling it. So I guess we can just jump right into the crux of the issue and what most people who are complaining seem to be taking an issue with. And that's the fact that streamers and fan sites have been getting, or just even online personalities, YouTubers, people who stream on Twitch, fan sites of Hearthstone, have been getting keys to hand out to do small little giveaways. We're talking about people like Kriparian and Day9, popular streamers, and then any, I think, I'm not 100% positive, but I think Hearthpone is a pretty well-known Hearthstone fan site that's gotten keys as well. They may not have, though. I don't entirely recall which fan sites have and have not. But the point is, people have been complaining that these individuals or these communities have been getting keys to do giveaways for, rather than those keys just going out to the general public. And this is tough to have this discussion from my stance, because obviously I am in the beta, but I think people, what they don't understand is that those are two different things. The giveaways that they do for the general public, they're done in waves, they're done randomly, and they're done, as Blizzard has said, and they're done for the sake of bringing more people in and continuously stressing the server. The keys that are given away to streamers and fan sites and online personalities are done specifically to build hype. And that's it. That is the entire reason. It's to drive traffic to people who are within the Blizzard community, if you will. People who basically tout the Blizzard flag and who are advertising, providing free advertising for Blizzard. It's their way of sort of giving back to them. Now, I personally, as of this moment, this certainly may change in the future, because I do have a relationship with Blizzard in covering StarCraft 2, in covering Diablo 3 in the past. I have been a part of this, and specifically during Diablo 3's beta, I was given hundreds, it may have been thousands, I don't recall, but I was given a lot of keys, and trust me, I remember, because I had to manually email them to all the people who won the giveaway that we did. But this wasn't something that Blizzard was saying, all right, we're going to give you, Force, we're going to give you a couple hundred keys, and you get to pick who they go to, and that's taking away from people who would have gotten keys otherwise. No, it was Blizzard's way of saying, you know what, Force, you've covered our game. This is the truth. I covered Diablo 3 a year before its launch. Was really excited about that game, talked about it a lot, provided a lot of essentially free advertising for Blizzard, and it's their way, yes, it's their way of patting these people on the back. That was Blizzard's way of patting me on the back, basically, and saying, thanks for all of your work, it's awesome that you're excited about our game, here's a ton of traffic because we're giving you keys, and people are gonna want those keys, so they'll be coming to your website, or your streaming channel, or your YouTube channel, or whatever. And yeah, that is what it is. And that's just sort of something that Blizzard and other gaming companies, this is not Blizzard specific, and other gaming companies do to people who support their brand. That's just That's just a matter of fact. Advertising nowadays is much different than it was in the past, and the advertising provided by fan sites and by YouTube channels and by streamers is becoming seen as more and more valuable to developers and publishers. And from my perspective, that's a great thing, because this is what I do for a living. I make YouTube videos for a living, and I talk about and cover games that I'm excited for, and then sometimes I cover games that I think are terrible, and I'll let you know when that's the case. But there is certainly a relationship that's taking place there between the people who cover games and then the game creators themselves, or in this instance, between Blizzard and the people who play Blizzard games and provide that free advertising for them. So yes, that is the case. That happens. There is a relationship there, but that is separate from any beta giveaways that Blizzard does for the sake of getting people in the beta to test for bugs, to stress test the servers, anything like that. So now that that's out of the way, let's just also jump right into talk about what betas mean nowadays. In lots of cases, especially for larger companies like Blizzard, who has the financial backing to do most of their testing internally, betas are not so much meant for bug testing. Now, I'll give you a great example of someone who is ZeniMax Online Studios. They are running beta tests for The Elder Scrolls Online. People have participated in them. I don't think I can say whether or not I have, but people have participated in the beta, and that beta is for testing out the game. And larger games like MMOs, it might be a little different, but I don't think Blizzard is so concerned about testing for bugs. If anything, they might be looking at balance. They might be looking at what decks are prevalent in Masters. They might be taking a look at sort of the gold distribution within the game to see what a steady pace that they feel is good to balance the desire for people who want to grind for the cards and for the people to spend money in the item shop. They're looking for that balance, but I don't think there's so much testing for bugs. It's pretty much a complete game, and I think people need to realize that this is a form of marketing for Blizzard more so than it is. The only thing they really need to test for is stress testing the servers, and that's something that's going to slowly increase over time until maybe they eventually do an open test before an official launch to really push those servers to the max. But bug testing, that's not what this beta is. So if people are having the argument that are saying, oh, well, they should be letting, as many of us gamers who have been supporting Blizzard products for years and buying their games, they should be letting us all in so we can bug test and everything. That's not what a beta is for this particular game for a company as big as Blizzard. They've done most of that bug testing, if not all of it, internally. In fact, there's been very few bugs that I've heard about or encountered myself. I actually don't think I've really encountered any big bugs personally myself, come to think of it. There was some issue with some sparkling noises during some of my recordings, but that's basically about it. So yeah, and I'm not trying to come off here, again, I realize that in my position, number one, being someone who covers games and on a regular basis gets keys for betas to give away, and then also being someone who's also in the Hearthstone Beta. Obviously, if you're not in the beta, feel free to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but also realize that I'm just trying to provide a different perspective. I've got the perspective from where I am and sort of my, whatever you want to call it, the place that I sit within the industry, the relationship that I have with developers and publishers. I see it a little bit differently than you do, so maybe at least understand, what Blizzard is doing in giving keys out to fan sites and to streamers. They're just trying to hype up the game, and that is not subtracting from your chance to get a key. All it is meant as a pat on the back to the streamers, to the fan sites, to the online personalities for supporting Blizzard titles. That's all it is. It's not to say, oh, you guys who have been buying our games who don't happen to make videos about them, you have limited chance to get keys because we're giving so many of them out to streamers and fan sites. That's not what it is. That's not what their intention is. And if it comes across as that way, well, I guess that sucks. But it's not, again, it's more so the relationship between Blizzard and the streamers than it is Blizzard trying to stiff people, their consumers, you guys, and myself as well, because I buy all the Blizzard games that I get. So there you go. Yeah, so there it is, out on the table. I just wanted to sort of share my thoughts on this issue, all the drama that's been surrounding it. Again, just realize all I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to reprimand anyone for their opinion. I'm just trying to provide a different perspective from someone who has been in that position in the past, getting keys from developers and publishers to give out on the games. It's, you know, it's them helping me just like I help them. And ideally, it, you know, should help you guys as well, because it's more about getting the word out there, showing more people the game, more people who buy the game. Bigger community means a longer support for the game in the long haul. That, you know, that's my opinion anyways. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Force here with some more great gaming discussion for you. Please let me know what you think about anything that I said. I am not infallible, so if you think that I've messed up, let me know in the comment section below. And stay tuned for more great gaming coverage here on the channel. And as always, if you like the content, please subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning.